Hi, I'm Sherry Valentine, helping you to grow your business and your life in harmony with your soul. And I have a vision to bring Tappy Hour virtual so that people can join me here in the green room, can watch from the comfort of their office or their home, and can tap with me on the challenges that face entrepreneurs. Yes, it's a fun and it's exciting and it's an adventure in many ways, but there are many roads, many choices, many forks in the road, and it's been quite a journey personally for myself. And what I have found after spending years and years and lots of money, time, energy, in learning all the blueprints, learning all the things that work for everyone else, that in the end I had to get clear with myself and go inside and do what was right for me and be in alignment with myself and with my soul. I have been tapping for years using EFT emotional freedom techniques. It has been a vast part of my training. I'm also a shaman, so I use energy healing to help also move beyond the limitations that not only I have had, but my clients have. It's so interesting to me, the many, many layers that um, keep us stuck, keep us from really realizing our full potential, that can hold us back from being our absolute best self. There are fears and there are worries, and there are programming, there is the beliefs, so many of which we're not always aware of, we don't even know exists for ourselves, or we think that maybe we believe one thing when in fact there's something else we believe. So it has been such a pleasure for me to be able to work with not with all the mentors and teachers and coaches and healers that have helped me to burst through limitations and to really step into owning my power, not only in my life and in my relationships, but as an entrepreneur, as a business owner with a vision to make a difference in the world. My choice is to work with people in smaller groups. I like to create experiences, hands-on experiential coming together. I like to be a partner in your growth, in your expansion, in your journey. I love helping you see your own value, your own truths, and offering you not only the tools, but holding the space for you to excel, to expand, to move beyond your blocks. I offer this in many different ways, and one way I'm wanting to offer this is through this group virtual Tappy Hour. I've done Tappy Hour as a live group for over a year, and it has had such fantastic results that I wanted to also offer it to people who did not live in the seacoast of New Hampshire, which is where I am. So this is I've been playing around and practicing with it through the months, trying to get comfortable with it. And this is me being brave, getting out there. No one's in the room with me, which is not my favorite way to tap. However, I do trust that by tapping and intuitively allowing myself to maybe do some tapping on issues that I know might be impacting you and your success, that you will then have this video available to you to tap along with in your own time. And then going forward, I will be launching a really official Tappy Hour where I'll have guests in the room with me, entrepreneurs who were willing to come into the green room and share their stories with me, their successes and with you, and the challenges. And together we'll tap on them, not only to help them, but to help you, who will also again have access to meeting all these other amazing entrepreneurs who will be joining me as we go forward. And I want to give a big shout out to Andy Lyons, because Andy Lyons has been so instrumental in opening my eyes and inspiring me to show up in this way, in this forum, to use Google Plus as a forum to reach you. And she is also going to be supporting me in bringing my vision of Tappy Hour to life virtually as we go forward. So, although nobody's here in the room with me today, my natural tendency would have been, well, just let's not do it, close down, and move on to my next thing. However, in the spirit of being present, which is one of my soul intentions, is to show up and be fully present in anything I do, in whatever I do. And to also energetically send an invitation to those of you who are called to work with me, who are drawn to me, who can feel a benefit from the perspective I can bring in helping you grow your business and your life in harmony with your soul. And it's time, I believe, to shake up the male-dominated model of the coaching industry and building a business. Yes, we all need to take actions. Yes, we need to have goals. Yes, we need to have a vision. However, when we bring in the feminine energy and flow, when we're tuned more into our own intuition and what's true and right for us, when we take time to be still and to connect to source, we're far more guided to the next steps, the right steps, and the actions we are to take. We bring into it inspiration and love and flow. And those are very powerful energies with which to create anything. When manifestation isn't just about doing, it's about the creative force underneath it that brings it to reality. So when you envision something, when you believe in something, when you're still and connected and sourced, then you can take the next step forward, which is to then bring action into what you're doing from a much more inspired, effective energy. So that's what I'm hoping to share with you in many different ways. Tapping is absolutely one way we can do that. It's definitely an energy technique. It works with the energy in your body, in your system. But it also works with your conscious and subconscious mind. When we're tapping, we're using both cognitive, behavioral therapy. We're using the power of intention, the power of positive words, the power of reframing. But we're also using the true energy of frustration and anger and sadness and doubt and fear. Because the truth is, as an entrepreneur or as anybody, oftentimes that's what's driving our actions. Not trust, not belief, not passion, not inspiration, but the fears and doubts that we have. So when we're tapping and expressing the truth of what we're feeling, experiencing, thinking, we are able to pull the energy of that out. Pull the energy of that out of the body, out of the thoughts, out of the minds. And we can remove triggers that are causing us to maybe act in a way that's really not in alignment with what we're wanting to create. So we get to be really honest and true with ourselves and our feelings in a very healthy, positive way that actually like deflates that, so it's not sourcing and feeding us. And then we can then fill in with the intentions from a more loving place, a more empowered place, a more enlightened place. So tapping is so powerful because it brings the two forces together. It allows you to be honoring those feelings you have, which in this world when we're all told we need to be positive and we need to make sure we choose our words and our thoughts carefully, and that's also very true. The truth of that is that oftentimes it's actually being sourced by something that's not quite in alignment. So by being aligned with, yeah, I'm frustrated and I'm angry and this is why, and you can pull the power of that out and go into, and I choose to do this, that's really powerful. That is so powerful. And that's what I hope to achieve tapping with you, tapping for you. So, since I've made the commitment to be here, and since I am showing up and being present, I am going to go ahead and just do a tapping sequence for you. And I'm going to start with just the overwhelming choices that we have as an entrepreneur to put our time and our energy. And I'm going to do a tapping sequence for you around that. I invite you to tap with me. If you are new to tapping, you can go to my website at CherieValentine.com and click on the link for Tappy Hour. There is a guide that you can sign up for. It's free. It's absolutely free. And it will show you the tapping points and give you a little bit more of an introduction to tapping. I'm going to show you the points right now, and you're going to be able to follow along with me as well. I also want to invite you to go to my website and to sign up for my 3 meditations. They're very simple meditations, less than 7 minutes. One of them is about taking you through a process to just ground your energy and surround yourself with light, clearing yourself of any of the negativity and the fears that maybe have come into your space, your physical and your energetic space. Maybe they're not even yours. Maybe you've been carrying them a long time and you're ready to let go of them. And energetically, you can do quite a bit of work on your own. It also helps you to set the space for your day so that you are a more grounded place and you're more sourced for the energy and the actions that you're taking. Again, it's less than 7 minutes, and it's very powerful, especially when you make it part of a daily routine or ritual for yourself. The second meditation is 5 minutes, and it's really just a gratitude meditation where, again, I lead you and guide you through some really general, universal gratitudes and ask you to put your own in there. But the power of gratitude is so powerful. Where we put our attention and our energy is really what we do start to see and experience in our life. So the more we can see what's already working in our life, the more we can notice and appreciate even the little things, the little successes, the steps that we've taken, and then you'll get to start to notice that you'll see more of them in your life. So gratitude is so powerful. It is so powerful. So it's a wonderful way to start your day or end your day. And the third meditation leads you through setting an intention. The intention can be for the day, for the week, for the month. It's, again, setting intentions are very powerful. When you set an intention and you set it from within, from a really sourced place of love and trust and being aligned with what you want to create and manifest, you activate the powers of the universe and within yourself to bring this to fruition, to bring it to reality. So, again, if you go to CherieValentine.com/success, you can just enter your name and you'll have instant access to these 3 easy, quick, professionally produced meditations that you can download and have available to use at any time. So that's an invitation I have for you, and I would love for you to take advantage of that. And also to just let me know, how is it working for you? What do you notice in your life as you start to engage and activate and use these simple meditations? Okay, so we've got some time left. We are going to start to tap now. Okay? So again, I'll quickly show you the points. We start with the fingertips of one hand on the karate chop point of your other hand. Okay? And you can use either hand. Okay? Doesn't have to be one or the other. What's comfortable for you. Okay? We do this and we start here. It's called a setup, where we're going to go ahead and state the intention with which we may have a challenge. And even though we do, we're also choosing to be okay with that and to love and accept ourselves. And I know that's really difficult for many people to do. So it's a really good way to start to honor who you are, limitations and all. Okay? Then we're going to go through all the points. The top of the head, inside the eyes, outside the eyes, under the eyes, nose. Actually, it's between your nose and your lip. Between your lip and your chin. And on your collarbone, right underneath the bone itself. We don't want to be tapping on the bone. The last point is underneath the arm, where we start to look like a monkey. And that's okay. It's not about what it looks like right now. It's about what it feels like, and it's about feeling freedom and joy and expansion and release. So that's what we're going to do. Okay? Thank you for joining me, for being here, whether you are watching live as I create this or whether you have found me on YouTube or on the Google Plus page or on my blog page, musings at ShriValentine.com, or on any other site. I am really grateful that you're here. I really hope that you will benefit from participating and tapping with me. I just ask you to please take responsibility for yourself, be in a safe place, honor the feelings that come up for you. You may need to continue tapping. When I finish, go through the sequence again. You are welcome to reach out to me and email me at ShriValentine.com with anything that comes up for you, any questions that you may have. I'm happy to answer them and support you. And I invite you to check the calendar on my site as for future Tappy hours so that you can come in and participate with your own questions, with your again, you can be a guest. If you'd like to be a guest on the show going forward and be in the green room with me, I would love to have you in here with me. So let's get tapping. Even though there are so many choices for me to make as an entrepreneur, and I don't know where to put my time and energy, I choose to honor these feelings and to love and accept myself as much as I can. Even though it's hard to accept myself because there's so much to do as an entrepreneur, and no matter how successful I am, it's never enough. And there are so many choices to make as an entrepreneur and as a person, as a wife or a mother, and it's overwhelming. And I choose to love and accept myself in spite of this. I'm doing the best I can, and I know that. So I honor the part of me that's overwhelmed and unsure and feels torn, that doesn't know what choices to make, that doesn't know what's my best choice for energy and time to create my business and to have the success that I choose to have as an entrepreneur. I honor the part of me that's struggling, and I also honor the part of me that is successful, that has taken many successful steps and made many wonderful choices. I love and accept myself, and I honor this brave choice that I've made as an entrepreneur. But there are many choices to make. There's social media, and there is so much social media. There are networking events, and there are so many networking events. There are blog posts to write, articles to write, videos to make, programs to create, sales calls to make. There's so much to do. Sometimes I don't even know where to begin, and I don't particularly like all of it. The truth is, I don't like much of it. I wish the only things I had to do were the things that I love. But that's not the case. And even if I have support, even if I have a team, there's still so many things I still have to do. And I don't always trust that the people I've hired, that my team has got it covered. I feel like I have to always be vigilant. Check on everything they do. Feels like I'm always putting out fires. So even though I have all this help and support, not everyone does their job the best way they can. They're not doing what I need them to do. And they're not doing it the way I want them to do it. They're not doing it the way I do it. It's really hard for me to let go of control. After all, this is my business. And I'm responsible for the success. And it's hard to let go of control. It's hard to let go of the reins. Even though I want help, I'm not always very good at receiving it. And there's so many things to choose. Which ones do I give up? Which ones do I keep? I'm going to invite you to take a deep cleansing breath right now. We've tapped on quite a few things. What I'd like you to do is to jot down anything that's come up for you as we were tapping. Any thoughts that you had, any memories that you had, anything that feels you're being triggered, a sense of clarity that's maybe come up for you. Those are the things that you're going to want to continue to tap on, those specifics, because the more specific you can be, the more you can collapse and clear. Since you're not here with me, I can't actually ask you what that is and tap on it for you. So I want to just invite you to tap through those points as you say and think and speak what you've written down and what's come up for you around any of these issues we've tapped on today. So what I'd also like to do is say hello, because I think somebody has just joined me. Hi, Marcia. Are you there? I see you in the room, but I cannot hear you, so I'm going to go ahead and keep going, but I'm grateful that you've come in. Thank you. So what I want to do now is wrap up with more of a positive tapping round. So I want to show you how you can transition into something that's more positive. Before we do that, though, I'm going to keep tapping on what we were tapping on before. So even though I'm going to say some words, you may have something more specific now because you've stopped, you've written it down, you know, there's something really sourced for you. So I invite you to either use my words or use your words, but please keep tapping. I don't know how to let go of control. I need to run everything. I need to know everything's getting done. And I can't always trust that everyone is as conscientious as I am or does as good a job as I can do. And yet the truth is, I've hired these people. I've asked for their support because there is a part of me that does need it and want it and recognizes that. So I'm going to give myself permission to let go a little bit and let the people who are gifted in their areas do their gift and help me. I don't love every aspect of this business. And I don't have to do every aspect of this business. I can put my energies where my gifts are, and I can allow the support that's available to me to use their gifts for my highest good, for the highest good of all. Because that's what this is all about. I'm here to make a difference, to help others. And it is hard to do it all alone. So I'm going to trust that I've put a team in place, or that I am putting a team in place, so that my vision of changing the world my way with my gifts can be recognized. And even though there are reasons why I don't trust, I honor the part of me that has those reasons. I honor the part of me that has learned not to trust. I honor the part of me that learned at some point in my life I couldn't rely on others, that I had to do it all myself. I learned to have to be in control because that's what felt safe, and that's what worked for me. So the part of me that learned that lesson is very strong, is amazing, and I honor that part of me. And I also give that part of me permission to learn how to trust, to see things another way, to see things a different way. I give myself permission to do the work I need to do, the inner work I need to do, to release this trust issue so that I can soar, expand, be my best self, and share my gift, and build my business, and enjoy this adventure of entrepreneurship. I choose to show up as fully as I can, to face my fears, to face my challenges, and to love myself in spite of them, to accept all of me, doing my best, being my best, from a place of love and acceptance. Take a breath. So again, if you're feeling lit up or charged, please keep tapping. Hopefully you're maybe feeling better. We went to a more positive space. So that's ideally. You want to make sure that you kind of go into a space that you're feeling more calm, more inspired. We did tap on some things that might have really lit you up, but those are real. So I invite you to honor those things that showed up for you and to give them the attention they deserve so that you can let them go, release them, and step into your power, step into your expansion, so that you can be an enlightened entrepreneur, living an empowered life that is in harmony with your soul. This is Cherie Valentine, and I am thanking you for joining me today, and I'll see you soon.